In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on September 27, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Baltimore Orioles versus New York Yankees. The Yankees are chasing the division crown, and they'll try to inch closer Saturday against the Orioles after opening the series with an 8-4 victory. Friday's game showed the kind of offensive punch that makes New York so dangerous, as Giancarlo Stanton went deep twice and drove in 5 runs, while Aaron Judge added to his monster season with homer number 52. That kind of firepower is tough to contain, and with Baltimore starter Tomoyuki Sugano on the mound, the Yankees should feel good about their chances. Sugano has had an up-and-down year with an earned run average in the mid-4s and has been hittable when forced into the zone. Combine that with New York winning 6 of its last 8, and the momentum is squarely in their favor as they push to lock up the American League East. On the other side, Cam Schlittler has given the Yankees stability on the mound. His earned run average sits in the low 3s, and while he's not overpowering, he has managed games well and kept New York in control when the lineup delivers. Baltimore wasted scoring chances on Friday, finishing just 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position, and they've been erratic both at the plate and on the mound down the stretch. With New York's rotation settling in and their lineup catching fire, the Orioles face an uphill climb in this matchup. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Yankees to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Baltimore will send Sugano back out, but he has struggled in this matchup before, and the Yankees have squared him up well when they've seen him. Beyond the rotation, the bullpen tells the story of 2 clubs going in different directions. The Orioles' relief unit has been unreliable lately, with inflated earned run averages and far too many hits allowed in high-leverage spots. New York's bullpen hasn't been flawless, but it has been sharper by comparison. With Judge and Stanton locked in and the ballpark favoring hitters, another high-scoring night is in play. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Chicago Cubs. The St. Louis Cardinals are set to take on the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field on Saturday afternoon in the middle game of a 3-game National League Central Series. The Cubs ride into this matchup with momentum after pounding the Cardinals 12-1 on Friday. The bats broke out in a big way, with Seiya Suzuki launching a grand slam, Michael Busch adding another homer, and Nico Hoerner and Pete Crow Armstrong each chipping in long balls to set the tone early. Jamison Taillon gets the call for Chicago, bringing a 10-7 record and 3.78 earned run average into the game. His steady presence matches up well against a St. Louis lineup that has struggled to generate sustained rallies late in the year. St. Louis will counter with Michael McGreevy, who has shown flashes but now faces the challenge of navigating a Cubs lineup that punished mistakes in the opener. Chicago's depth has been a weapon lately, with multiple hitters capable of driving the offense on any given night. Add in a bullpen that has been steady down the stretch, and the Cubs look well positioned to seize another win at home and strengthen their playoff push. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been finding ways to put the ball in play. Over the last 15 days, the Cardinals rank second in MLB with a .327 BABIP, while the Cubs are 8th at .304. Strictly by batting average, the Cardinals sit 18th with a .246 mark, while Chicago ranks 14th at .249. The recent history between these two has leaned high scoring, with the overcashing in 5 of the past 7 meetings. With both lineups capable of stringing together hits, this sets up for another game with plenty of offense. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Toronto Blue Jays. The Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays will continue their 3-game series as the regular season winds down this weekend. The Rays look like a club simply trying to get through the final stretch as the defeats have stacked up. Joe Boyle has been hit hard on the road, carrying an 8.15 earned run average across 17.2 innings away from Tropicana Field. On the flip side, Toronto turns to young right-hander Savage, whose limited major league work makes him tough to trust, but the Blue Jays are the more complete team. With the division crown still up for grabs, motivation is squarely in Toronto's corner. They've been strong in their own park all year with a 52-27 record at Rogers Center, and that edge matters here. Tampa Bay has slumped badly in September, going just 6-14 in its last 20 contests, and against a Jays team with something real on the line, the matchup leans heavily toward the home side. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Neither starter has shown the type of consistency that would calm nerves. Boyle has given up 4 runs or more in 3 of his last 5 outings, while Savage was knocked around for 4 runs before the 5th inning in his previous start. Both arms are inexperienced in these spots, and when you mix that with lineups capable of doing damage, it's hard to see runs staying scarce. With Boyle's road woes and Toronto's need to push the pace offensively, this one has every chance of climbing well past the total. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Rockies versus San Francisco Giants. The Rockies travel to San Francisco to face the Giants in what's essentially a meaningless game for both as the regular season winds down. The Giants have nothing to lose at this point, and while Justin Verlander isn't the invincible legend he once was, he still commands respect. On the flip side, the Rockies are one of the worst teams in recent memory, a squad we've been fading all year, and nothing about this spot changes that. Verlander has looked better lately, giving up just 5 earned runs over his last 29.1 innings. That kind of rebound is encouraging, especially against a Colorado offense that hasn't shown much fight. We have 2 more chances to ride this fade and add to the bankroll. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Francisco Giants to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. For Colorado, Kyle Freeland has struggled to stay consistent, owning a 5 earned run average this year. Meanwhile, Justin Verlander sits at 3-11 with a 3.88 earned run average. The total has gone over in 8 of Colorado's last 11 starts, and San Francisco's games have cleared the total in 4 of its last 5 at home. Given Colorado's league worst earned run average, this game looks primed for extra runs. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago White Sox versus Washington Nationals. The Washington Nationals and Chicago White Sox meet on Saturday in MLB action from Nationals Park. In this game, the Chicago White Sox will turn to Sean Burke, while the Nationals counter with Jake Irvin. Burke has had a rough season, posting a 4.29 earned run average and a 4-11 record. He's struggled to pitch deep into games, failing to complete the 5th inning in 5 straight starts, and that's put extra strain on the bullpen. Over his last 3 outings, Burke has logged 12.1 innings, surrendering 13 hits and 6 earned runs. Washington has been swinging the bats better of late, hitting .242 as a team with 28 runs over their last 6 games, and they tagged Chicago for 13 hits in Friday's slugfest. On the other side, Irvin has endured his share of struggles too, carrying a 5.69 earned run average on the year. In his last 4 starts, he's gone 19.2 innings, giving up 24 hits and 17 earned runs, numbers that fit right in with his season-long issues. The Nationals' bullpen has been a disaster, ranking last in baseball with a 5.61 earned run average, and they've allowed 14 runs in their last 4 games. Even though the White Sox don't boast an imposing offense, the pitching edge leans slightly to Burke in this matchup. I'll take Chicago to grab their 60th win of the season. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. Friday night's 10-9 shootout showed how shaky both staffs are, and it sets the stage for another high-scoring contest. Irvin's 5.69 earned run average is a clear red flag, and Burke hasn't exactly been sharp either, leaving himself vulnerable to giving up runs early. With both bullpens unreliable and both starters prone to trouble, there should be plenty of runs to go around again. Expect each side to push across at least 5 runs. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.